first here, Bitcoin drops to 35.5K as a 1,000-point Dow correction marks the worst trading day since 2020. Global financial markets took a tumble as the Dow Jones saw a 1,063-point drop and Bitcoin price plummeted to $35,571 on Binance. The stock market is continuing to struggle as traders digest the recent half-point interest rate hike by the Federal Reserve. This is the largest hike since 2000, and it was done in an attempt to control record-high inflation. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView shows that the midday dump in the price of BTC coincided with a sell-off in the tech sector, which escalated into the close of the traditional markets. Independent market analyst Michael Van de Poppe says that the bulls and bears zone is close above or below $37,500. Here is the BTC USDT one-day chart here from TradingView. Bitcoin is faring well on the monthly chart, according to market analyst and pseudonymous Twitter user Rect Capital. The analyst identified $38,400 as the new resistance level for bulls. And here is the chart that one person's using there from Twitter. This is a BTC USDT 1 hour chart from Twitter. You can see that big dip. Whale Map, an on-chain data firm, discussed how Bitcoin whales have been behaving during the recent market volatility. The data suggests that the previous whale inflows at $46,551 were serving as an accurate resistance and a temporary midterm top for Bitcoin's range. The cryptocurrency market is currently worth $1.66 trillion, with Bitcoin's dominance rate at 41.5%. You can see the 1 month chart there from Bitcoin. Some more information here. Up next, El Salvador's central bank accepts Credos registration to provide crypto services. Credo, a decentralized finance firm, has received approval to become a registered Bitcoin service provider in El Salvador. El Salvador's Central Reserve Bank has accepted Credo's registration as a recognized Bitcoin service provider. The crypto firm is now authorized to custody BTC, provide Bitcoin wallets, process payments, and act as a digital asset exchange. As a crypto service provider, Credo said it was in compliance with local laws and international best practices for risk management to prevent losses or theft. Some of the other registered providers in El Salvador include Chivo, the firm behind the state-issued crypto wallets and kiosks similar to Bitcoin ATMs, as well as Paxos Trust Company, Paxful, and Bitcoin payment processor OpenNode. And here, Credo Network tweeted out this big, exciting announcement. Anthony Foy, CEO of Credo, said that the BCR's decision opens the door to further opportunities for Credo in El Salvador and increases our footprint in Latin America, a region we believe has enormous potential for digital assets. Some businesses in El Salvador have started using Bitcoin since the Bitcoin law went into effect in September of 2021. President Nayib Bukele has pushed for many crypto-related initiatives in the country. That makes sense. You know, it's become legal tender in El Salvador. They want more companies to start utilizing it, including a Bitcoin city backed by $1 billion in BTC bonds, using geothermal energy from volcanoes to mine crypto and announcing major buys on social media. As of January, the head of state had purchased 1,801 BTC. El Salvador is a crypto-friendly country with around 6.5 million residents. However, neighboring countries are taking steps toward becoming even more crypto-friendly. In April, Panama's legislature approved a cryptocurrency law aimed at making the country compatible with the digital economy, blockchain, crypto assets, and the internet. That is very smart to do that, as you have other countries surrounding you that are big in crypto. Brazil's Senate followed by approving its own Bitcoin law to create a regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies. This is only just the beginning. Up next here, Argo Blockchain facility in West Texas expects to start mining Bitcoin in May. We have heard a lot about this, different mining, companies coming to Texas. So this is cool. Going to start hopefully this month. Crypto mining company Argo Blockchain's plans to open a data center in West Texas are moving forward. An inauguration ceremony was recently held, signaling that the project is likely near completion. Argo said on Twitter that it plans to start mining operations next week, week at its Helios facility in Dickens County, Texas. The company purchased a 320-acre land plot to construct the 200-megawatt data center in July of 2021, breaking ground on the project in that month. Here's a picture that Argo Blockchain tweeted out. This is kind of their mock-up of what this is going to look like, so that looks pretty cool. Argo CEO Peter Wall told that the facility was built in Dickens County due to access to renewable energy sources in the company's aim to mine Bitcoin in the most eco-friendly way possible. As of August 2021, the company said that its crypto operations had become climate positive for some classifications of greenhouse gas emissions, with a plan to eventually become carbon neutral. According to Wall, a lot of the available power is unused or underused due to a lack of local demand. This presents an opportunity to stabilize the grid, he said. That's a huge part of, why people were so against Bitcoin mining. So it's cool that they're trying to use renewable energy sources to do so. The mining facility will be running with Bitmain S19J Pro rigs, which Argo said will be installed and made operational in stages between May and October. So rolling out this month. Argo's initial power capacity at the data center will be 200 megawatts with access to an additional 600 megawatts in the coming years. The company expects a hash rate of 5.5 exahashes per second by the end of 2022, anticipating the additional power capacity introduced later will produce 20 exahashes. Argo's recent data center build-out is estimated to have cost between $1.5 billion and $2 billion. The mining firm secured a $25 million loan agreement from Galaxy Digital LP in September of 2021, using its Bitcoin as collateral. Argo also plans to fund part of the facility with a $57.5 million offering of senior notes. Texas has become a popular place for crypto miners. The state has cheap electricity and regulations that are friendly to mining firms. In April, the city of Fort Worth launched a pilot program to mine BTC using 3 Antminer S9 rigs in its City Hall building. So that is pretty cool. If you're interested in mining at all, Texas is the place to be. We'll see how that develops here later on in the future. I'm sure as it rolls out, we'll hear more about it. Up next here, Mexico's leading exchange Bitso lists Dogecoin. In recent days, there has been a lot of uncertainty around billionaire Elon Musk's purchase of Twitter. This has caused the value of Dogecoin to drop significantly. Sentiment's strong and oversold list also includes Doge. This merits more investigation. When Musk's Twitter takeover news faded from the headlines, Doge's volume dropped significantly. As a matter of fact, the meme coin's value has fallen to levels last seen on April 25th, which is not surprising at all. The value of Doge drops and rises so frequently, even more so than other altcoins that we look at, just because it's so heavily, triggered by any news that's coming out, whether positive or negative. This notion seemed to be supported by the velocity measure, which shows a drop in Doge-related activity to levels last seen in late March and early April. It's as if the Musk Twitter episode never happened when looking at these numbers. Cryptocurrency Dogecoin was recently added to Bitso, Mexico's most popular cryptocurrency exchange. However, Doge prices haven't changed much, with the exception of a 2% surge. The current price is 0.1315 cents. Dogecoin-based tokens are the only ones supported by the exchange. Bitso extended support for Shiba Inu, a competing meme currency, in January. The exchange currently supports 33 cryptocurrencies in total, including Dogecoin, the Sandbox, Gala, Engine, and SushiSwap. Let's see. Only time will tell if the Doge price goes up, what is going to affect the price next. A Doge rally doesn't seem to be in the cards, they say, but we can't rule out anything when it comes to Doge and Elon Musk. According to CMC, the Dogecoin price today is 0.131176 USD, with a 24-hour trading volume of 707,191,833 US dollars. Dogecoin has been up 2.06% in the last 24 hours. What do you guys think is going to affect Dogecoin's price next? This, is not good if you're in it for the long run, it seems, or I guess short term, you know, depends on how you want to hold your coins. If you have done well with Dogecoin, let me know. Up next here, Hop Protocol reveals details of Hopdow, an optimism-style airdrop. Hop Protocol, a bridge designed to allow for quick token transfers between different Ethereum Layer 2 scaling solutions, has announced a new governance model and an airdrop that will see early users receive 8% of the total Hop token supply. Similar to Optimism, which recently airdropped 5% of the total supply of its OP token to early users, Hop Protocol is aiming to create a community-oriented governance model called Hopdow that seeks to aid Layer 2 scalability. Speaking to Cointelegraph's Alicia Awa on Twitter, co-founder Chris Winfrey said that Hop Protocol and the Hopdow airdrop were designed with unique models for both governance and bridging in mind. Here's a tweet out about that. They talk about some percentages, what were airdropped. Here's the Hop token distribution here. You can see that. Commenting on the role of the new Hop project, Winfrey said that they see Hop as core Ethereum infrastructure. It's very important for users to be able to move their assets from one rollup to the next. For this reason, they believe Hop should be a community-owned bridge. Speaking on the structure of the airdrop, Winfrey said that the goals of designing the airdrop were to make sure that liquidity providers were rewarded. For the users that provided a lot of liquidity, those folks got a lot more Hop, so that piece of the airdrop was very plutocratic. Let me know if you're into Hop, if you have any tokens. This is a newer project for me. I haven't done a ton of research on it. So yeah, I'd be interested to see how many of you got in on it early, knew about it before the rest of us. Winfrey complimented the Hop protocol for its uniqueness and being able to isolate bridge attacks and network threats quickly, thereby minimizing harm to users. Winfrey added that Hop is using an intermediary asset called the H token for every asset they support. Each of these H tokens is claimable on L1 for the underlying asset. If users want the underlying token, they can send the H token back to L1 at any time. Pretty interesting. Cryptocurrency industry security vulnerabilities have cost the industry more than $1 billion over the past year, according to Chainalysis data. The Axie Infinity Ronin bridge hack was perhaps the most infamous attack, with attackers stealing over $600 million worth of digital assets in just 2 transactions. Yes, we hear about hacking all the time. That's why it's always super important to know who you're putting your money with. I mean, even the best platforms can get hacked. Currently, Hop supports the transfer of ETH, USDC, Matic, DAI, and USDT between various networks. Rollups settle the transactions outside of the main Ethereum network, but post the transaction data back to the Ethereum network. This is pretty interesting. Definitely something to take a look at if you guys are wanting to get in on, a new project. And last but not least here, the Senator's Financial Freedom Act would ensure Bitcoin can be in your 401k. Interesting. Don't think this will be passed anytime soon, but we'll see what this article has to say. Republican Senator Tommy Tuberville from Alabama has proposed a new bill called the Financial Freedom Act that would let Americans add cryptocurrency to their 401k retirement savings without any regulatory guidance. As the Department of Labor pushes to potentially keep crypto out of 401k investment plans, Tuberville has stepped up in response with his new bill. This will help employees maintain their right to invest in crypto through their retirement savings accounts if they choose to do so. I think that is very smart. It helps people who might not otherwise have access or knowledge of crypto to invest in it. If you want to invest in it, great. If not, don't. So I think it's a win-win, but Senator Tuberville stated in an op-ed for CNBC that the federal government should not interfere with how American workers invest their 401k savings. He said that the DOL's March 10th policy change against the use of brokerage window by employees to self-direct their income investments is inconsistent with long-standing practice. Investors in 401k plans have long been able to choose their investment options for their account instead of accepting whatever their employer's broker chooses. But the Labor Department is now trying to end this tradition of economic empowerment and impose big brother government control. Not surprising at all. Their new guidance imposes a massive new regulatory burden on 401k plan fiduciaries, requiring them to assess the suitability of investments offered through a brokerage window and restrict investment options. You know, I hope it comes down to something where like the company themselves can kind of choose. They don't have to follow these regulations and, you know, guidelines. They can just kind of choose. If my employees want it, they can. If not, they don't have to, but we'll see. On April 26, Fidelity Investments announced that it would allow customers to include Bitcoin in their 401k retirement accounts. This decision caused Democratic Senators Elizabeth Warren and Tim Smith to write a letter to Fidelity CEO Abigail Johnson. The senators argued that there may be a conflict of interest because the firm has been working with crypto products since 2017. They also mentioned that the risks of investing in cryptocurrencies are high, as they are susceptible to fraud, theft, and loss. Senator Warren is a vocal opponent of crypto investments, referring to the industry last year as the new shadow bank. While the DOL's new guidance does not name Fidelity specifically, it notes that abuses of monetary law through cryptocurrency could lead to the shutdown of trading platforms, which ultimately hurts investors. I don't know. I think, you know, it's just a lot of people making decisions on something they don't know much about is really what it seems like. Senator Tuberville has promised that the Financial Freedom Act will prohibit the DOL from limiting what types of investments a self-directed 401k retirement plan can invest in. He stated clearly that the Labor Department should not be able to limit the range or type of investments retirement savers can select. Right. If you want to invest in it, do. If not, don't. How many times do you have to say that? So far, no other senators have voiced public support for the brand new bill. It would need to gain a majority of votes in the Senate to be passed along to the House of Representatives. However, Tuberville has made his point loud and clear. You know, I don't know if there's enough to get this thing rolling, but, you know, there has been a good amount of, you know, people within high up in government that have expressed their like for cryptocurrency and wanting to implement it. So, you know, this is just the first step. But that is all we have for you today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment on what you want to see in a future video, and we'll see you next time.